We are here at the eCarTec in Munich, which is the heart of automotive Germany, and we are here because one of the things which is happening at the moment in this market is that there is some new charging standards introduced, the combo standard.
I'm Timoko Blesh at the CHAdeMO Association. We're based in Paris. We basically promote and develop the CHAdeMO fast charging technology. We are the de facto standard today, and we are going to be listed at the IEC Global Standards shortly.
Yeah, we make the charging infrastructure. So we have charging platforms, as we say. The charging platforms are there to manage the power flow at the end of the grid.
ABB was one of the pioneers. We've been working with ABB for a long time. They have been the leader of the market, and they have been one of the first to develop the double or triple arm chargers. It's too early to single out any standard. So for now, we think what's best would be to have multiple standards in one machine so that the users can choose. The users can go up to their charger and pick their connector like they used to do with regular and diesel. And with this, little by little, users and the market decide which technology or which direction the technology should go.
There's of course a lot of questions about the technology, a lot of questions about the hardware, but also a very important aspect with charging is always the payment solution and the solution how to realize access control for a charger and how to manage charging infrastructure. So it's basically the service aspect of it.
You need an interface between the grid and the cars because they don't talk the same language electrically, logically, politically, strategically. Those two worlds are completely apart. If you charge an electric vehicle, you can simply use a battery charger. That's pretty straightforward, to take electricity out of the grid, pump it into the battery. But if you want to do it on a public charging basis, so if you want to make sure that if you come with your car to a charging station, say a fuel station, it has to work. And you can deploy chargers with a technician next to it to make sure that there's a very high uptime, or you can do it on a remote basis, that all the chargers are connected via the internet and that you have a secure central monitoring setup that takes care of the uptime of the chargers. So whenever something goes wrong, we are there remotely to repair it over the air.
So if the charger is installed, they go to the website, log in, look at the charger, and if data is needed for commercial further processing, they simply download that information. It's all available instantly. We offer the API because that supports the integration with the back office system, and the back office system is often needed by our customers because of the business growth. If you have a larger network, you often need a back office system, and the APIs, the integration, allow to integrate with the charger to provide the back office system all kind of information needed for further processing. So let's take Fastnet as an example. Fastnet will use a back office system which needs to be integrated with the chargers. The APIs that we offer make it possible to integrate with these chargers. We have a huge set of APIs that are available, are easy to integrate with, and that makes us unique in the industry. Next to the maintenance and support, we offer web modules for our customers where they have directly access to their chargers. So if you have a smaller size network, you don't have to make the investment of a large back office system to monitor the charger. We offer that instantly after commissioning.
It's very simple, you follow the cars. So we can talk about a worldwide deployment of charging infrastructure, but charging is needed there where the cars are, not the other way around. The cars will not go where the charge posts are. So if you look at where the cars are going, the exception or the adoption of electric vehicles is mostly there at this moment where the incentives, the government incentives, are highest. Now incentives come in two flavors. That is straight a monetary incentive, like it is done in Europe and partially in the US. But if you look at China and Asia in general, there the drive of the government is slightly different. They do incentives, but they are themselves incentivized by something completely different, which is the pollution. In the big cities in China, the main drive is to get the combustion engines out of the cities to make the cities livable again. And if you look at the program that China is currently running to adopt electric mobility, all the way from electric bikes to electric cars to electric buses, it is mind-boggling.